Sweet dreams are made of things. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of the Cash Wrestling Podcast. Today's episode number 3 bless you. Today is episode number 3 of the Wednesday Night War, titled To the Extreme. Since we'll get to the extreme part later on tonight. For the first thing, as always, we will review NXT, and then we will review AEW, and then we both get our ratings for both shows, and then we'll call it a night. Now, first things first, we will start off with NXT. And surprisingly, our first match of the night is actually returning Tommaso Ciampa versus Angel Garza. I cannot.
Tommaso
Ciampa, I am so glad to see him return to action. It looks like he has not missed a single step in the ring. Yep. So.
Yeah, last week on NXT, he said Daddy's home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that part.
Yep. And the winner of that match was Tommaso Ciampa with a draping DDT. And then after the match, the Undisputed Era comes out onto the apron. They surround the ring. Kyle O'Reilly goes to commentary and hands him a flash drive, which I've never seen that happen before. But it is revealed on the flash drive that the Undisputed Era takes out the Velveteen Dream. Which, okay.
Yeah. And they just kept on his sunglasses.
Yeah. But then after we get the Undisputed Era backstage, we have Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus two parts of Imperium. Fabian Aichner and I don't know the other guy's first name.
Bartel.
Thank you. With Alexander Wolf at ringside. The winner of that match was Imperium with European Bomb. Then we have a John Gargano interview saying that Gargano doesn't know how he feels about Ciampa's return. He says he won't know how he feels until he sees Ciampa face to face. So we might see a reunite of DIY soon, but I think Ciampa might turn on Johnny again. But we will have to see. And then we got Io Shirai versus Kaden Carter, which I think she was the former Lacey Lane, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she was the former Lacey Lane.
Okay. And then
Io Shirai is still a heel.
Yeah, but I love Io Shirai as a heel. Not gonna lie, so far. Io Shirai has been a very good heel so far.
Agreed.
And apparently, I was wrong on her going to main roster. Shame on me.
And I was right. Just say it to my face. Say it to my face.
Io Shirai is still on NXT and did not go to SmackDown Live.
Bow down to the Red King.
Okay. The winner of that match was Io Shirai after insult. It says after the match, Shirai gets on the mic, says that it's not Rhea, not Bianca. She wants Shayna. It's so Io Shirai also wants a piece of Shayna Baszler. And then Ripley interrupts, and then she wants to shut Shirai. It's been a long thing, guys. Up next, we got a William Regal review, saying that
What I was happy.
that Velveteen Dream cannot compete in the match next week. Strong will face the winner of Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic. I don't know what the heck you say his name, but
Jonathan
yep. And then the story of the match is Dakota. Can you guys say this last name one more again? Dijakovic. Okay, thank you. Injured left arm, which Lee targets. The match ends up in a no contest after Strong comes in and knocks both competitors out with the North American Championship. And Regal gets on the mic, says that Strong would have been both. With event against both next week against Lee and Dijakovic. I gotta write this up, okay? Yeah. So apparently my screen does not hold up. Let me see if it's updated. No. Weird. Hold up. I'm gonna have to find the find another thing because I don't think I have anything on here.
Other results?
Hold up. Yeah, I think I need to find the other results.
Yeah, I got some here.
Yeah, Thomas, can you please explain the rest of the NXT for me, please?
Sure. The next match after the no contest between Keith Lee and Donovan Dijakovic, we have Matt Riddle versus Bronson Reed. And at the end, Matt Riddle with a victory after he barely lifted Reed and slammed him down the ring.
Okay.
Next, Tegan Nox, the return of Tegan Nox versus Tanera Conti. And Nox put up with the victory, and Kathy Kelly just got in the interview with Nox, and Dakota Kai got called her. And well, before Nox trying to answer, Shayna Baszler and the MMA Horsewoman just came out and apparently trash talked to both Kai and Nox. I don't know what for, but yeah, I don't know. And the main event of NXT, which is going to be my match of the night between Pete Dunne and the man who is a badass, Damian Priest.
I hate him.
Too bad. And well, the Archer of Anthony. Well, when Priest and Dunne fight on the corner ring, the referee was in the middle of Dunne and Priest. And well, when the referee got out of that pile, Priest kicked Pete Dunne in the wall. And that gave him the Twisted Neckbreaker. 1, 2, 3. Priest defeat Pete Dunne.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you know what? Pete Dunne's still my favorite
at this point.
Okay. So now we move on to AEW, which thankfully I have all of this. So Thank you to Thomas for reading the rest of NXT. Glad I appreciate you, man.
You're welcome.
All right. So now we got the results for AEW Dynamite for tonight. Our first match will be SCU versus the Best Friends, which I have no idea who they are, but I know Trent Beretta. But I don't know the other guy. So before the match, the Lucha Bros attack Daniels and Kazarian. Daniels takes a package pile driver from Pentagon. Then Scorpio's guy comes to make sure they're safe before Kazarian can be taken out. And then Sky takes Daniels' place. And then the winner of that match was actually SCU, despite the attack from Lucha Bros. So Best Friends are out of the tournament. So I'm guessing SCU will face Private Party next. I think. SCU might face Private Party first or next. Or they might face Dark Order because they have a first round bye. We'll see. But next we got LAX from the Inner Circle. Well, apparently we cannot call them LAX because well, still, but they went against John Silver and Alex Reynolds, which I think is the first ever AEW jobbers. And god dang it. I knew at some point AEW will not have jobbers, and look what they did. They brought
jobbers.
Yay! AEW now has jobbers. What the heck, man? Now, first,
Thomas, chill.
First WWE has jobbers, and now AEW. Come on, man. What the heck? Okay. Next up, the winner of that match was basically Riho versus Britt Baker for the AEW Women's Championship, and your winner, and still your AEW Women's Champion, Riho. And then after the match, they shake hands, offering them respect, which I will give them that. Up next, we have Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt versus the Lucha Bros. And Stunt replaced Luchasaurus, who was injured at the time. And the winner of that was basically Lucha Bros because they dominated against the that. Up next, we got Pac and John Moxley. We are tag team. And Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. And the winner of that match was Adam Page and Kenny Omega. The finish setup, and that Moxley turned on.
Pac.
Yeah, Moxley turned on Pac with a Death Rider DDT, or as I like to call it, a modified version of Dirty Deeds. And well, up next, our main event of the evening, Chris Jericho versus Darby Allin for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in a Philadelphia street fight because they were in Philadelphia today. And then the winner of that match was Jericho, winning after winning with the Walls of Jericho. So he doesn't use his new. So he doesn't only use his new finisher, the Judas Effect. So I'd like to give him that for for giving Jericho to not only use his new move, but his other moves. And then then after the show, the end of the show was the Inner Circle comes out with Champagne Supper Jericho. So that is the end. That is the end of AEW. A little bit of the bubbly. That's right, baby. Okay. So. Okay. So now time for the ratings. So for NXT, Brian, did you watch NXT?
Yes, I have.
What would you rate it?
I did watch NXT.
What? I thought you did.
I did watch NXT.
Oh yeah. So what would you rate it?
Let's give it a top one, but I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay, fair. Christian?
It's just because of the main event I did not like.
Yeah.
I was very upset.
And what is that?
I just don't like Daniel Priest. He just give a low blow to defeat Ton. That was just only my God shit.
Okay. Alright, Christian.
Thanks, Damian.
Next rating. Next rating.
Alright, Christian, go.
Chill.
Well, Christian, did you watch NXT or did you watch AEW?
I watch AEW.
Alright, so what would you rate NXT if you were to see it?
I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Okay. Okay. Johnny, did you watch NXT or AEW?
Last week I watched NXT. This week I watched AEW.
Okay. So what would you rate NXT if you were to see it?
Probably like a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
A 9 out of 10. That's not bad.
Alright, Thomas, did you watch NXT or AEW?
I watch both.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
okay, so what would you rate what would you rate NXT?
I'm rating it. NXT deserves a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, alright.
Whoa.
Alright.
Oh, no.
I'm guessing because of the main event, right?
Not just I like is Tommaso Ciampa beating the living fuck out of Angel Garza,
Yep.
which and also the main event. I enjoyed the second of Damian Cooks beating the look of out of Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah. Alright, well, did you watch NXT or AEW?
I'm not gonna say both of them though, but I would love to get a rating. And for the NXT rating, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10.
All right, not bad.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Well, for my rating of NXT, I'll give it about an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh my God.
No,
Okay.
the thing is, I wasn't a big fan of the Tegan Knox match because for one thing, she beat quickly a sexy Brazilian because one thing that Brazilian chick,
Yeah.
she's smoking. Okay, so Brian, Brian, what would you rate AEW if you were to see it?
The AEW as a rate. I'll give it a 10.
All right. So Christian.
I'm giving it a 10.
A 10? Oh God. Okay, Johnny.
Same here, 10 out of 10.
Thomas.
Uh-oh. Fellas?
Thomas.
Last week, I rate AEW a 3 out of 10 because the horrible officiating.
Oh
They
yeah.
improved the officiating. For me, it's a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, I want to rate a 10.
Okay. I understand that.
Wait, what?
All right.
And my reason for 6 out of 10, they improved officiating, which I like it. But apparently, my reason 6 because that's the reason why I'm laughing because say this again about what LAX just faced.
LAX faced jobbers.
Ha ha! That's the reason why we got a 6 out of 10. Because AEW has now a jobbers! And because jobbers can deduct my rate. So that means jobbers, fuck you, and jobbers, don't get
that
fuck you, jobbers!
that is one written out loud.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That is one written out loud. So Will.
This is Thomas.
Hi, Will. What is your rate for AW this week?
Okay. I give this a 7. Solid 7. Because Lucius Shark was a former Big Brother contestant. Yeah, who goes by the name of Austin. So
What's your other reason why you got a 7?
Yeah.
Because some says just that.
Haha. Well, my rate for NXT.
Nobody can watch AEW because they have jobbers now. So thank you, AEW, for having the least watched show in the universe.
Yep.
Actually,
My rate.
watch because it beat NXT twice.
Can I please rate AEW, please, and not get interrupted?
Fine, let me talk.
Thank you.
Please.
My rate for AEW this week will be a solid 7 out of 10. Because, for one thing, jobbers. Where's the laugh at? I need the laugh. Thank you. Yeah, because
the jobbers and
jobbers,
all sorts of other stuff.
I think
AEW has jobbers now. Thank you, AEW, because you're now the least watched show
yeah.
this week. So thank you. NXT has no jobbers this week. I'm happy with that.
So basically NXT wins this week.
Yep.
Okay. NXT wins this week. Alright. I'm done with that. But anyway, guys.
AEW loses because of jobbers.
Yeah, but NXT wins this week. NXT wins this week because of jobbers. NXT wins because of jobbers this week. So shut up about that. Alright. Alright, guys. So thank you for joining me today. And I hope to see you guys all Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. Well,
you know it.
I'll talk to you guys after my outro. So mute mics as of now, please. Oh, I got you guys hear a song. Oops. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's review. If you like the video, please, or live stream, please like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as always, and always post your notifications to always be notified of our next live stream, which will be Friday Night SmackDown for October, I believe the 18th. Yeah, it's the 18th of this month. So, I think I'm gonna send you guys off with a little. I think I'm gonna send you guys a little something I do know about that. But as always do best. Wish the best in life. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. See you next time.